So I want you to do competitors analysis. Every business owner should do. Go and look on your own. Everyone as a business owner should know you online stalk you and stalk everyone else. If you've got children, they'll stalk you happily. Trust me. Mind you, Mom, did you know this? And I found a business owner's bum all over Facebook. So, and we had to sort that one out too. So go stalk yourself.
Sounds like you're swearing at me. Go stalk yourself.
Go stalk yourself. So what I'm showing you over here is if you want to write and you want to do a post and you don't have an image, you can just put get messages as a call to action and this pop-up comes up. So it prompts people to send a message to you in Facebook. And you can change that photo. So say you want to quickly do something and you're like, oh, I don't really have an image or whatever. Don't do it all the time. But if you need to, you can put get messages in there. Those 3 little dots open up a world of opportunity. If you want to get calls and you want that to be your prompt, you can push get calls. And now this will be, on your phone, it'll call you straight away if you have your mobile number in there. Cool. Okay? That image isn't right, so I wouldn't use it. I would go in, change photo, and I would put in a more suitable picture. When you're going to write content, all right, you do it with intention. Go, what am I doing with this post? Am I adding value? Am I building trust? And where do I want to take them? Every single post. Am I trying to build relationship with them? Am I just trying to get engagement? What is your intention with every post that you do? Your headline needs to be soap opera. You know those like little CD magazines that they've got at the shop? Like Queen about to, Queen about to throw out the princess. And it needs to be dramatic so that when people are doing this, they stop and have a look. Okay? My post today that I'm going to do is fat lip didn't stop me. Okay? Because my dog headbutted me this morning and I've got a fat lip. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be on video today.
Money for that.
And I was like, I've got this video thing today. And I was like, I don't care. This is so important to me, helping business owners. And that will be my post today. Dramatic headline. Then you will be talking. Remember who you're talking to. How you're going to solve their problem and what's the call to action. Okay? Over here, if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to add a get calls, a get whatever, you can obviously just go in and you can add an image. And obviously the content will be the same. Let's just get rid of that one over there. But you can also schedule. So I just want to show you. Go away.
Great post on top.
Yeah, no, there we go, cool. So you see this little button over here? Little drop down arrows. Don't be scared of the drop down arrows. You can schedule. So if you're going away camping, going on holiday, or you're not going to have signal for a bit, you can schedule your posts. You don't need an outside third party. You don't need a third party one. Okay? It may also ask you to post on Instagram. If you have a look there, there's a little Instagram one over there. Once I start writing something, it will show a picture. It'll allow me to then send it directly to Instagram. Instagram and Facebook are different platforms. I was explaining to Matt, it's like having 2 girlfriends. You can't treat them the same, okay? Unless you Muslim. Then you have to. But you have to treat them differently. Instagram's demographic is younger, it's picture-based, they've got to have 15 to 30 hashtags. If you have hashtags on Facebook, it doesn't work. So if I post something here, it's got a nice picture, it's got a good headline, good content, it has a call to action, I push the Instagram button, it's going to go onto Instagram, but guess what? It's not going to have the hashtag, so the reach is not going to be much.
And if you have any links on there, the links won't work.
The links don't work,
yeah.
100%.
So links work on Facebook, but not hashtags, and hashtags work on Instagram.
Yes.
100%.
They're 2 different things.
Yeah.
But because they're owned by the same company now, yes, you can do that. So doing it once or twice a week, okay, but that cannot be your only strategy or the only use that you have on your profile.
So are you saying Facebook you don't need, or
No.
I was told to have at least 3 or 4 hashtags.
No hashtags on
post.
Facebook. The only time they use hashtags is on groups, and it's only for etiquette. It's generally for etiquette or trying to control what's going on. If I go up to the top and I put Mount Agum, anything with Mount Agung comes up. I don't have to go hashtag Mount Agung. Facebook's like Google. You don't need hashtags. So Facebook look at the hashtags and it's not a Facebook thing to do. If you are going to use them, no more than 3. But seriously, you do not have to use hashtags. And that's why using these systems is not necessarily the way to go. Okay?
Well, what's a link then? Never heard of one.
Link is like www.chantelgirardi.com.au. That would be a
It's
clickable
all
link.
hyperlink, so that
Hyperlink, yeah.
Oh, just underneath.
Yeah, it won't, on Instagram you'll see it, but if you touch it, it won't actually
Yeah,
link through.
it'll just be letters.
Just letters, it doesn't link through.
Okay.
Cool bananas. So you've also got events on the left hand side over here. Events do nothing unless you do something with them. So if you have a look, you can set up an event. Please click going to your own event, because what happens is all your friends get notified you're going to your event and it just spreads it. The amount of people who don't like their own page or don't push going to their own event. Over here, obviously making sure that it's set up properly and make sure that you have a ticket link. You then want to make sure that when you're down over here that even though you have ticket links and you have all the information above, you want to make sure that you then have the information again over here and that everything is clickable. Okay? Events do nothing unless you do something with them. So here is a little share button inside your event, and you can invite your friends from your personal profile. You can invite people that have got their public settings on that you've gone to events with previously. You can also share it in Messenger. You can also share it as a post, because although it's an event, you still need to bring it up and put it on your page occasionally. Over here on the left hand side are your insights for that event. So you can see this event, those were my insights. 50 ticket links, 7 in the last 7 days, 3,500. This is all organic. This is me sharing my event onto my personal profile to remind my personal friends that I have the event, onto my business page to remind them this is the event that I've got going on. And of course, always a curious headline. Don't just share the event, always a curious headline. And then also sharing it into groups that have an event day. So in a group might go, today you can post events, and it'll be hashtag event day. And you'll go hashtag event, here is my event. Now when people click going to the event, over here, you can go in and you can see who's going and who's interested in it. Now when they click going to it, you make sure that they've paid. If they haven't paid, you send them a message. And I'll just hover over them, send them a message and go, hey, thanks for clicking going to my event. Here are my booking details. Looking forward to seeing you there. Okay? For those who are interested in the event, hey, thanks for your interest. Thanks for your interest in my workshop. Early bird ends on this date. Here are my booking details. You have to follow up with people.
So with is there a way of mass?
No, because that's called spam. According to Facebook.
They've already said they're interested.
I know, but some people just say that they are, and some people, even though they say they're interested, don't want you following up. I know. So let's go back to the page, because I just want to show you insights on the page.
Can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
How do you make somebody
Make them.
you know in your event, if you're creating your event,
Yeah.
you're making somebody admin or host or something?
Co-host.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll pop up and it'll say, do you want to co-host? You just
So can they edit in there?
yeah.
Is it?
When you go to set up the event, it'll say, do you have a co-host?
So I do Facebook Lives every morning.
Yes.
And so I've looked into creating a quality YouTube channel and stuff, and we can actually download.
Oh yes, yeah, 100%.
Rip
So
them off, save them on Drive, then upload
Perfect.
them to YouTube.
So the reason Facebook has Facebook Live is because they're in competition with YouTube and they want their own videos on there, but you might want to repurpose that content. So again, it's the 3 dots on the right hand side of your live video. You touch those and it says save them. And then if you go into the F on Facebook, down the left hand side, you can go and find all those saved videos and you can actually download them onto your computer to reuse them or put them onto YouTube.
Yeah.
So that you're covering all channels. Cool bananas. So I just want to go into insights on your page. So we don't just do things for the sake of just doing things, okay? We have to review what we're doing and work out what's working and what's not working. Depending on if you want to do this every 28 days or every 7 days, you do have the option here. So I do mine every Friday. I go in and I review what's happening on my page, and I see how many actions I've had, my page views, my previews, and I kind of figure out why. So on mine, you can see mine's all organic. I don't do anything paid. And down here, you can have a look at your recent posts and you can see how well they are doing. You can start to look at the times and see which times are working, the type of content that does well. You can also stalk pages to watch. So you can have a look at other businesses, in your area and see how they're doing. I think Beyond I did set up as well.
How do you
They
do
don't
that?
know that you're doing it. So you can have a look.
To insights.
Yep, insights, and then scroll down and you can go.
Suggest pages.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
Your likes, you can just monitor, obviously keep an
And
eye on
the
likes.
hashtags.
But the one that, is really important, obviously, is to have a look at your posts, have a look at the days that are doing well, have a look at the times that are doing well. Now, Facebook can only read what you put in, okay? So if you only post on a Wednesday at 3 p.m., guess what? Facebook will tell you that Wednesday 3 p.m. is working for you, okay? So you have to go, and I say to my clients initially when I work with them, is they get fortnightly gap between our sessions, and I say post all over the place whenever it feels, and then we'll get an idea of what's working, what's not working, we'll work from there, okay? Just so we can kind of get an idea. So what I want to just show you as well, so obviously there are more stats along here. You can have a look at your event stats as well and see how your event stats are doing, individual events. You can have a look that this is all done organically. Nothing I do is paid, and yes, you can do it organically on your own.
Yeah.
Just posting on Facebook's good and people are just going to throw you money, you're wrong. You've got to know what you do. You've got to know why you're doing it. You've got to know who your ideal client is. You need to create something that they want. You need to present it to them. You need to flirt with them. Buy them a couple coffees. The dates then get a little bit more expensive, a little bit more exciting, and then you go in for the kill. Okay? And that's how it works.
Oh, no, I love that.
And then they will give you what you want. And that's a true story. What I do encourage you to do is to complete the workbook that you've got. You have to know your call to action and it has to work. And you've got to test and trial it. You have to know what problems it is that you solve. Okay? For your clients. You have to show your clients social proof and credibility. So have you won awards? What qualifications do you have? Any media exposure? Any positive recommendations? Something that you know well known for, a record that you have. There we go. He graduated from Southern Cross University. You have to know your key messages. And then your elevator pitch. Hey, I'm Chantal Girardi. I empower business owners with the simple skills and strategy to successfully manage their Facebook profiles. Stand out, get found, generate leads, monetize your programs or services, all using free Facebook. Yes, free! You don't have to pay for anything except me, okay? You have to have a pitch. And some people will go, Chantal, that damn pitch, she's copy-pasting the same thing. You know what? It's memorable, just like McDonald's. Now, when people talk about elevator pitches, if you got in an elevator with this person and this person and this person, you have to have different pitches. And Facebook's exactly the same. If somebody's wanting a pitch to grow an e-commerce store, my pitch is going to be different. If they have a pitch for a travel business, it's going to be different. If it's for a gym, my pitch is going to be different. But my point of difference and my key messaging, my unique value proposition is going to be there every time. So that everyone else can see what it is that I do and I become known for it. And I get tagged in everything now. No worries. So stalk your competitors, get your pitches done, fill this out, because this will change your business.